Hey everyone, it is me, LazyDude99, with a review of Green Lantern Blackest Night. So this is just a review of, a basic review. I'm not reviewing just the Blackest Night part. I'm reviewing all the stuff that I have on Blackest Night. So I have Blackest Night, I have Green Lantern Blackest Night, I have Green Lantern Corpse Blackest Night, and then I have Black Lantern Corps Volume 1 and 2. And that's all I have. But, all of these are of the big Blackest Night. The event at DC Comics with the Green Lantern of these Black Lantern rings that go to dead people and raise people that are dead from the dead in order to, and then corrupt them evil. So basically, you're fighting the dead. You're fighting zombie-like creatures. So, what do I think about the Blackest Night? Well, the story in the main book, it starts out with the Flash and Green Lantern visiting Batman's grave. And them just talking and okay, okay, so I don't need to go into the basic story. The basic story is Black Lanterns start appearing all over the world, and they're of people that these guys knew and that they loved and stuff like that. And so they have to just try to stop them. Well, what do I think about the Blackest Night? Well, I think it's good. I think it's actually it's good. I'm not, but there are a few things about it that are a little, I don't know, sketchy. First thing that I really liked about it, though, the artwork here is really good. Of course, in some of the different books, there's different artists, but for the most part, the art is really good in this. I think that they did a good job with the overall, this is a type of event that, it almost feels like a crisis. You could almost call it the Blackest Night Crisis, even though I don't think there's supposed to be another crisis after Blackest Night. I mean, there's not supposed to be another crisis after Final Crisis. But this is such on a global and universal scale that it feels like a crisis anyway. There are some really good scenes in this book that I really like. There are two scenes in particular that I really like, and the one of them is with Hawkman and Hawkgirl. It's a scene where Hawkgirl is talking about how, every time we fall in love and stuff, we just die. So, I'm trying not to do it. And then she's about to say, but I do love you, and then she just gets killed. And she says to him that right before she dies that she loves Hawkman, and then Hawkman just gets killed by Elongated Man and Sue Dimby. The thing that's great about this book is that how it's so hard for these guys to fight the ones they love. Because, they're basically tearing apart the bodies of the people they really love. And you see, the thing about the Black Lanterns is they feed off any emotion that you give. So if they'll try to make you feel love for them, or rage, or compassion, or hope, or whatever, they'll try to make you feel that so they can feed off their energy. They don't have a battery like Green Lantern does. That is their energy. They feed off people. So yeah, when Elongated Man and Sue kill both Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and that's one of the moments I liked. Another one of the moments, Oh, one of the things I actually liked is Deadman. For those who may not know, Deadman is this ghost. He's been part of the DC universe for like ever, but he's this guy, and he's this ghost. What he does is he goes and he can go into anyone's body, and then he he can use it. You know, he like possesses people, and yet a black ring finds him, and he can't go into his own body, even though he can see it. Oh, what was that other thing I like? Oh, yes. There's an amazing scene where the old Firestorm, who's a Black Lantern, goes to fight the new Firestorm, and I'm not entirely sure how his powers work, but he zaps into the person that is in his head, and then he takes the new Firestorm and puts him in his head, so he's just like a not a hologram, but he's just in the head, and he's just watching while the Black Lantern is killing his girlfriend. And he asks him, you know, remember that scene in Ghostbusters? You know how they couldn't they decided not to think of a thing to form to end the world. They couldn't keep their minds blank either, and so he's like crying and yelling at her, saying I love you," but she can't hear him because, you know, he's in the brain part, and he's watching her die right in front of him, and it's a really nice scene. I don't know a whole lot about Firestorm, but I really like that scene. Couple of things I wasn't that keen on was first one was Mira. She, if you don't know, is the wife of Aquaman, and she actually plays a pretty big role in this. And since I don't really have any care for her or her character, I don't really care for her at all, you know? I'm just like, oh, there she is again. I don't even want to know about her. But, I'm probably going to have to make this a two-parter. Maybe more. A lot of the character, the Flash plays a really big role in here. Besides, like, this takes place with the DC universe. It does a lot in that. And they just trying to think of what to say. Okay, then this. Well, I'll save that for part 2. Part 2 I'll talk about more stuff that will be like spoiler related. I really like the the art style. I know I've said that, but the art style is really well done in here. I wish it spent a little bit more time with Hal Jordan, because some of it is just, you know, with the Justice League and Green Lantern isn't in. I'm like, well, you know, this is his book. Shouldn't it be more about him? But you know, it's still, you know, he's still in it, and I wish we got a little bit more of Black Hand, because the Black Hand character, he actually looked pretty good. I just don't think he got enough screen time. Okay, I'm trying to talk about something. What am I trying to say? The thing that kind of bothers me is that some of this stuff seems like it was made just to replace some of the new characters with old characters who had died. For example, Hawk from Hawk and Dove. Hawk kills the new Hawk, which the new Hawk and Dove are girls, and so Hawk kills the new Hawk, but Dove couldn't be resurrected for some reason. I guess because he was at peace and he was such a peaceful soul, he couldn't be corrupted. So it was just, I think, a way to bring a new type of team in it. A new Hawk and Dove. You know, a girl and a boy. Captain Boomerang was brought back to life, which I guess I don't know. The new Captain Boomerang was killed, so you could see that you know, it was just a way to get Captain Boomerang. I'm sure Jeff Johns has plans for Captain Boomerang to do something. Aquaman's brought back, which I can totally get because you know, it's Aquaman. You know, he's like the one and only. You can't replace him with anything. Yeah, I'm gonna go to part 2 now.